Guys, my name is Megan Lewis and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to a new episode of The Pattern Room. Now before we get started today, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that has supported me this far. I know that I'm still a little new with The Pattern Room, but it doesn't matter. I'm saying thank you because you are greatly appreciated and it is always needed. Now you and I both know that it is not easy to put yourself out there and to share your dreams and your crafts and your visions with the world, because naturally you're going to be a little bit sensitive about it and very protective over it because it's your baby, and you don't know if people are going to accept it, if they're going to like you or like it or dislike it, and child, the list goes on and so forth. But that's all right, because when you're walking in your purpose, when you are truly walking in your purpose, you're going to have those feels of discomfort and those feels of uncertainty, but that's what happens when you are transitioning into a new stage in your life. And today I want to talk about falling in love with uncomfortable situations. A while ago, one of my really close friends, my line sister matter of fact, told me that, Megan, successful people have to be comfortable being in uncomfortable situations. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today. So get excited and stay tuned for The Pattern Room. Now, I'm quite sure that you all have heard the saying, no risk, no reward. And you may think it sounds a little cliche, but you want to know what's worse than being cliche? Being basic. And that's exactly what's going to happen if you fail to take a risk on yourself. Think about some people you admire. I love Oprah. I love Beyonce. I love Malik Till. If you aren't following her, I highly suggest that you follow her. And I want you to think about people that you admire and think about where they are in their life right now. And I also want you to think about, why do you admire them? For whatever reason it is. It's your business. You keep it to yourself. But I want you to really think to yourself, do you think they got to where they are right now without a little bit of discomfort and not being able to embrace any level of discomfort and being poised and being tenacious throughout any form of adversity in their life? I think not. They had to go through that. And you have to understand that in order to enter a different threshold in your life, in order to go to a new level of your life while you're transitioning in life, you're going to have to learn how to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. It's almost like growing pains in a sense. And people aren't just on the street handing out cards and say, you get to be successful, you get to be successful. You can see I love Oprah, right? But seriously, people aren't doing that. You have to actually put in the work, but you have to take the risk. And you have to learn how to be tenacious through a storm. And even though it may feel uncomfortable, you may not always know what you're doing. You may not know what to expect. But one thing, you're taking a risk on yourself. And that is the biggest and most important and most significant step of them all. We can be a little bit more personable and use me for an example. So if you don't know me, or if you haven't watched my previous episodes, I recently moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota from Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been here for about 6 months, and when people ask me, Megan, do you love it out here? How do you like it? What is it like? Tell me your life. Bloom shakalaka. I tell them all the time, I love Minneapolis for the experience and what it has done for me as a woman. Personally, professionally, emotionally, mentally, all that. When I first saw this job, I work in communications. And when I first saw this job, I've been wanting to transition into a corporate communications role with PR and media relations. And so I was on the prowl looking for different roles. And when I came across this role, I was like, this looks excellent. Like literally like the job title for one, then the descriptions, and then as far as what I will be doing, the responsibilities, the requirements. And I'm like, wow, I can see myself doing this job and doing it well. And I knew that, it was the baby steps to get into where I want to be in my career. But when I saw the location, I lie to you not, I got so discouraged, like immediately. It was like, switch, like, it was just, I was over it. And I had to really just check myself for a moment. I still went home and prayed about it, but I had to think, like, Megan, if you want to be as successful as you claim to say, you really have to put in the work, behind the scenes. You have to sometimes be in uncomfortable situations and still rise above that. And still be a badass chick throughout any form of adversity or any growing pains in your life. I love the fact that I took a chance on myself. Do I want to stay in Minnesota forever? I think not. But, I will forever cherish this moment in time, and I will forever applaud myself for really taking a chance on myself. I'm out here by my daggone self. I don't know anyone, but you would never be able to tell. My coworkers all the time are like, wow, like, you moved up here for a role and you just seem like you're so happy and you're just always so full of energy. Like, you better believe it. Like, you have to be comfortable in unfamiliar situations. You have to be resilient. I continuously use that word and tenacious, because that's exactly what you have to do when you're entering into a new stage of your life. If you want to be successful, as bad as you say, and success, that can range from north, south, east, west. Success is whatever you deem it to be. There's no one standard label for success. But I know one thing: in order to be excellent, you have to take a risk on yourself. It's inevitable. You got to do it. You can't beat it. You can't shake. And to be honest, even with the Powder Room, I've been winning my own web series talk show for years. Like, literally for years. When I was an undergrad, every contest they had as far as having your own talk show, I was doing it. And I knew once I graduated, I knew that I wanted to have my own show, my own talk show, my own platform to inspire women. So something came to me, and I was like, let me start the Powder Room. It was a wonderful, brilliant, excellent concept. And for years, I put it off, for year after year after year. And I wanted it to be perfect. And to be honest, to be absolutely honest, it's still not where I wanted to be. But I knew that I couldn't just, let myself down like that and let days and months and years pass by of me not taking a chance on myself and learning how to be tenacious and be, comfortable in uncomfortable situations. It's not easy to put yourself out there. It's not at all. But I'll tell you one thing: those very same people that you admire, they had to go through these very same steps in order to get to where they are right now. So yes, with the Powder Room, it's still my baby, and there are still things that I'm learning. I don't know who watches my daggone video and likes it or dislikes it or keeps on scrolling. I don't know who, thinks about subscribing and says, you know what, I don't really trust her brand, and that's absolutely okay. But it's not about them. It's about you, and you staying true to your brand, and you staying true to your purpose, and you staying true to yourself. You can't expect anybody to go hire for you, anybody to believe in your dream, anybody to believe anything that you deem important if you don't believe in it yourself. If you're not taking a step in yourself, how in the hell do you expect anyone else to take you serious? It's kind of foolish. And you're not foolish. So, I say that, and I'm very transparent with you because I want you to learn and feel empowered by my transparency and by my downfalls. It's absolutely fine. And I find it wise for people to learn from other mistakes outside of their own. Okay, that's like cheat codes. Okay, but in order for you to be successful, you have to learn and embrace to be in uncomfortable situations and wear a mask. No one has to know that you may not always know what you're doing, but what they're going to see is that you're working hard towards your dream, and that's all that matters. If you have felt inspired by watching this video, or if you have some advice for me, if you want to share your story or maybe even share a topic for me to discuss next, I challenge you to comment below or to send me an email. Share this episode with your girlfriends. Maybe you can have a small discussion about, the fall series and, ways that you're falling in love with yourself. And, I would love to be a part of that. And just, shoot me an email. I'm open to suggestions and just kind of seeing how you are really interpreting the Powder Room and how it's helping you become the best version of yourself. So I appreciate it. And I'll see you all next Wednesday. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.